Yes, guys, we are back. We are back. We are back for another show this evening. I'm doing this show this evening instead of tomorrow, guys, because I'm not going to be around tomorrow. So that's why you get me twice tonight, twice a delight. And talking about delights, Mr. Luke Tanner, how you doing? Look at that for an intro. Come on. How you doing, Luke?
Yeah, not too bad. Long time no see.
Appreciate it. Big up Baz in the chat. Baz, it's been a while, man. I hope you're doing really well, man. It's been a while. Guys, we're here to talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold, the Real Madrid links. Is it what's his name? Plettenberg putting it out today. We're going to talk about
FC Bayern, I think.
Yeah, the Plettenberg guy. We're going to talk about why it's bullshit. Or is it? That's what we're going to talk about today. Also, before we start, guys, don't forget to go hit the like button and share button, subscribe button. Also, if you go and put Luke Tanner into YouTube, you're going to get Luke Tanner's combat channel, everything about UFC and combat sports. So if you're into all that stuff, make sure you go and do that as well. Just put Luke Tanner into YouTube and hit him up and give him a subscribe. I'd appreciate it, guys. And yeah, look, before we start with all this, so yeah, Christian Falk, that's it. Christian Falk. Plettenberg's the other geezer, ain't it? It was Christian Falk, the buying guy, as Luke said earlier. Christian, but before we get to that, let's just go on the Lenny Yoro train a little bit, yeah? So,
Choo-choo.
yeah. So we spoke about Lenny Yoro earlier, where people were freaking out because Man United put in a bid, and I did tell everyone to chill and calm. And now we're hearing today that Lenny Yoro does not want to go to Man United. And guess what? Real Madrid have made a bid for Lenny Yoro. So, and that's the club he wants to go to. And this is the problem with all these links and people we're linked to and all that. Everyone gets themselves messed up. Don't know what to believe. Don't know who to believe. And that is why, guys, I do these videos to talk to you about it and try and come to some discussion of what's real and what's not. But yeah, the links between Lenny Yoro, David Ornstein said it himself. Liverpool pulled out the transfer because they got confirmation. Yeah, they got confirmation that he only wants Real Madrid. So, they backed off and it looks like that's where he wants to go. But talking about other Real Madrid players, look, Trent Alexander-Arnold, obviously he's got a year left on his contract. He's not got too long left on his deal. Apparently Real Madrid are sniffing around, man. What do you think is the truth in all this? What do you think the truth is?
I do believe that they are sniffing around for him because they are opportunistic. 1 year left on this deal. Could they manufacture a way to say, hey, Trent, yeah, sit out, wait a year? Obviously, the money's a bit tight because we spunked it all on Mbappe. Wait a year, we'll give you a massive signing on bonus, and hey, Bob is your uncle. You'll replace Danny Carvajal. You get to play with your friend Jude. Hunky dory. So I do believe that there has been interests, but yet again, Trent says he wants to be a Liverpool legend, and I don't think you'll become a Liverpool legend if you go to Madrid.
Yeah,
this is good negotiation tactics, and I do feel like with the news, sometimes I do believe, I don't know if not, it was a while ago, that sometimes when they put the news out, this is like 2 weeks behind.
Yeah.
So when this has come out, Trent could have already signed the contract and they're just waiting for the perfect opportunity, but they're getting everyone up in a frenzy. So when he signs it, everyone just goes, oh, and you know what rival fans will be like. Trent goes to Madrid. Oh, ha, 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 ha. See? Great, right back in the Premier League. He's going to go to Madrid. The second he signs a new deal, oh, fuck, he's just signed an overrated bum for a massive contract. That's the way it goes, man. I'm relaxed. I'm completely relaxed.
Yeah, I'm quite chilled on it. Look, Real Madrid would be not doing their job properly if they weren't interested in a player of Trent's quality that has a year left on his deal. At the end of the day, they're going to be asking, they're going to be talking. Of course they are. They're Real Madrid. They see Trent Alexander-Arnold only has 12 months left on his existing contract. a player of his quality could be a free transfer in 12 months. Real Madrid are going to do their due diligence and talk and get interested by it. And Trent's probably spoken about it to Real Madrid. He's probably had conversations with Jude Bellingham, and that's got back to people at Real Madrid. People can't tell me before the Euros started, Madrid told Jude, when you're out there, have a little word with Trent. See what he feels, see how he's feeling, what's going on at Liverpool. Is he going to sign a new deal? Of course, then conversations happen. It happens all the bloody time. Happens all the time with all players. I know they say tapping up's illegal, but everyone does it.
Yeah.
I don't know a single club that don't tap up. So, of course, Trent, with the man of his quality, having a year left, and the problem is having the year left. That's the issue, having a year left. And Liverpool, we know in the last few weeks, have basically said, we're calm, we're chilled on these contracts. We don't feel like we need to rush. We're quite happy going into the whole season. Into the whole season, we're still 1 year left on their deal. They feel. Do you feel like the club are maybe a bit naive here, Luke? That yeah, Virgil and Trent and Salah have been committed for Liverpool for so long now, and they're getting to an age where they feel like, yeah, they're just going to sign. We could not. Do you feel like they've just been a bit naive here, going like this late now without giving them a new deal? Or do you think they're right to be quite calm about it? Or they've spoke to the players already, and the players have gave them an acknowledgement that things have been done. Let's just chill. I want to see how things go first under the new manager.
I think it's a combination of everything. I do think the club have sort of left it in the position where they don't have the power. I think the players hold most of the keys. Do I believe that conversations have been made between Edwards, Hughes, and the players and their agents? Absolutely. Should this have been done when Jurgen Klopp was still in charge? Yes, absolutely. But you don't know when they were sitting down having the contract talks, Klopp announced he's leaving, and players have just gone, yeah, we'll probably wait to see the new manager come in and wait to speak to the new manager. Think about it. Some of these players, like Trent, especially Trent and Virgil, no, probably Trent. Trent's probably not spoken to him yet. We know Virgil has spoken to the manager. We know Salah's now in pre-season, so he's definitely spoken to the manager. So we don't know what the conversation was like. Was it a good conversation? Was it a positive conversation? Where's Trent going to play? Because if he wants to play midfield, I can guarantee you he ain't playing midfield for Madrid. I can guarantee you he ain't playing midfield for Madrid. And if Slot says, hey, look, I've got a way where I can get you in the exact position you want, get you the cover you need to just be you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pay you a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
He stays.
Yeah, look, I agree. I mean, I think there's look. If Klopp weren't going, I think Trent and that probably would have sat down and sorted out a deal by now. Because Klopp has been at Liverpool for so long, knows the players inside out, knows everything inside out, and he was staying for the next couple of years. I think the players would have already been close to signing, and also Klopp with his power, he would have made sure these contracts are almost done. No problem. He'd want to not go into this season worrying that Trent and Virgil and Mo have got 1 year left. He wouldn't want it, so I think it'd be close to being done. The fact is, when they found out, in January, that their manager was leaving that they love, and they were going down a different path, and Trent's only ever played for Jurgen Klopp. We got to remember this. It's all he knows in his Liverpool career. And that's why he was so upset when Klopp left on his final game. Like the tears were flowing. He was emotional. Never seen like that with Trent in his whole career. I've winning Premier League, Champions Leagues. Never seen him that emotional.
No.
When you only know that, and you've got a new manager coming in, no matter what the name or who it is, especially someone like Arne Slot, who's more of an unknown commodity, with a year left in your contract, Luke, you probably are going to be a bit wary, aren't you? Like, do I want to sign up for this? Who's the manager? What's the manager going to do? How good is he? So I don't actually blame the players if they decide to go, you know what? That's let's go to January. Let's go close to Christmas time, playing under Arne Slot, and let me get a feel of what this manager's going to do, and where we're going, and let's have a look at the transfer market. Let's see what we're doing there. The young guys, are they still going to be part of the squad like we had the year before, bringing them through and developing them? Let's see where we're going with this. You know, I think for Trent and Virgil and Mo, it's especially look, forget Trent a minute. For Virgil and Mo especially, it's probably their last contract.
Yeah,
you would say. You know, for Virgil, you know, at 33, Salah, depending on the length of contract, he could probably get another one elsewhere, but they're probably last Liverpool contracts as well.
Yeah.
So do you feel like that's what they're going to do? Just give themselves a little bit of time as well?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're going to have to give it time, time to see what the conversation, like what the ambition is on the Slot. Like if you look at his press conference, he's here to win. If you look at the atmosphere so far in inside training, especially with Mo, even with the little bits I've seen, looks like there's a good relationship there.
Yeah,
already, which is positive, But it all depends what the ambition is, what wages they're going to be given. I think, but yeah, like, I am fairly relaxed about it. Like I'm fairly relaxed. We knew that Real Madrid was sniffing. Like we knew Real Madrid were lurking. And we also knew Real Madrid probably couldn't afford to get him this summer. So they're probably trying to tap him up to get him on the free next summer.
Yeah, and that's the worry, ain't it? Because, as I said, this summer, I don't think Real Madrid will be able to go all out for Trent this summer. You know, Liverpool, even with 1 year left in his deal, which Trent Alexander-Arnold is 25, they go after 100 million at least, even with a year left in his deal. And that's what the market would suggest. Plus his wages. I don't think Real Madrid will be tempted to put in an offer this summer. My worry is, and we know Real Madrid have done this in the past, they upset players. They upset teams. They get involved. They get in the ear of the player constantly, and like make it so difficult for the player that they have to join on a free at the end of the time. So that's my worry. My worry is that the only worry I've got is that Trent don't sign a deal. We get to like November or December, and Trent turns around to the club and says, "I'm not signing a new deal."
Yeah, I think
that'd be the issue. That'd be the problem.
Yeah, this is why it needs to be nipped in the bud quite quickly.
Yeah,
like you got to sign, or do you intend just to fuck around? Because if you fuck around, we'll get rid of you this summer, and we won't sell you to Madrid. We'll sell you to the highest bidder outside of England.
Yeah, and
so
that's the problem.
But now I do believe that the contracts are now going to be top priority. Now I think Trent's contract is now top priority to get done now, because he's your future. He's going to be the captain when Virgil goes.
Yeah, look, out of all three of them, Trent's the one I'd keep, because, as I said, he is the future. He's got years on his career. I feel like he could be something massively special this year. We know that Arne Slot defends in a better way than Jurgen Klopp does. And I know a lot of people have been saying about defending and the amount of goals we concede. I've always said it's about systems. Our system defensively weren't right last year. We were too open. We're not going to be that open under Arne Slot. So we could use Trent to his absolutely advantage again. No more inverting, just getting Trent up and down as a right back like he used to be. You know, more defensively minded, structured side where you can use Trent to be his absolute best. And Trent doing that is only a benefit to Liverpool Football Club. Also, if Trent signs, Virgil and Mo sign. If Trent don't sign and decides he wants to leave, how do you convince Mo and Virgil to stay? How does Mo and Virgil go? What, you're letting Trent go? No, Trent is going. You're not. He's not staying. How then do you convince them two to stay? That's a really difficult thing.
No idea.
Yeah, I mean, how do you do it? How do you convince them? Like, if Trent decides to turn around and go like this Real Madrid thing, I actually want to look at the possibility of going to Real Madrid. It's Real Madrid. You know, I've got a friend. I've got Jude Bellingham. I've got friends there. I can go there. You know, I can like he can play right back for Real Madrid. They're not going to let him. They're not going. It could be that attacking fullback, and also if you go to Real Madrid, you get better PR. You know, all this thing that, you know, all this stuff that Trent can't defend and he's a liability playing for England. If he went to Real Madrid and he's having a year at Real Madrid and he's outstanding at right back, Trent's PR goes from here to the moon. Do you know what I mean? And all of a sudden he's England's greatest ever right back, and he's this and he's that, and you know, maybe that plays on Trent's mind as well. Maybe he feels like I'm not getting what I deserve. I am a generational fullback, but I don't get treated like one. But if I go to Real Madrid, my PR's going to go massive, and I'm going. That generational fullback is going to feel generational. Luke, do you think there could be something in that as well? Because we know for a fact if he does go to Real Madrid, and he's playing fullback. All of a sudden, the PR will be he's England's greatest fullback.
Oh yeah, 100%. And we know, Jamie, the PR game hypes up certain players that don't deserve to be hyped up. Obviously, Trent would be worthy of that hype, but we don't. I think it'd be very telling to see what conversation him, Trent, and Slot has. Because if Trent goes, "Hey, look, Gaffer, look, I played right back under the last manager, but I really want to have a crack at this midfield," and Slot goes, "You know what? I agree. And this is the way we're going to fit you in. We're going to get this guy, we're going to fit you in, and you'll be that right 8. And Trent goes, "Yeah, I like that. What McAllister next to me, we're going to get a new DM, and that's going to be the 3. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we'll sign a new deal. I like what you're selling, and I'm going to tell my brother to tell Richard Hughes, I need 250. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can make that done. Because I don't think when people say we need to give Trent the mega money deal, like 300 grand a week, I don't think this is the deal that you give him 300 grand a week. This is the one where you give him 250, 260, and then his last big deal. That's where you get to the 300 grand a week, because you can't really give him a massive like 300 grand a week deal for like 5 years, get to 28, and go shit. You can't go higher than 300.
Yeah.
Sort of things.
Yeah, I get you. Wages like.
So how much are you on 180? Is he on 180?
He's on 180. Liverpool, we know Liverpool already broke their wage structure with Mo Salah, so that's not an issue. They're not stupid. Like, you can give Trent a good deal. I don't think Trent's going to be about the money. I don't think it's always about the money. What I think it's about being wanted. You know, if you go to Trent, like, we give you a deal that's 200 grand a week, it's 20 grand out of what you do, what you're on now. It's not the fact that 200 grand ain't enough. It feels like, is that all you want me for? You know, is that all is that the worth? Is that all you want me for? You know, an extra 20 grand on top of what I got.
Well. He doesn't want to sign a new deal if Soccer say, look, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, winning secondary. Yeah, don't give a fuck about the trophies. It's top 4 and that's it. Trent goes, yeah, fuck this, I'm off. You're not hanging around for this shit.
I literally think 250 and he signs a new deal.
Yeah, 250.
Yeah, 250 and he signs a new deal. You got to remember, he's a right back. You know, what are we giving defenders here? You know, contracts.
210.
Yeah, Virgil's on 210, and Virgil's never complained about his money he gets. You know, he's no one ever has. But you know, if Trent was a forward, you're looking at the 300 grand up. But as a defender, as a fullback, I reckon 250 a week is absolutely fine. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Hey, Reece James on 250 a week.
Yeah. Chelsea, so, and that equals it. And I think that's what Trent will look at. He'll look at Reece James and go, he's on 250 a week. I'm better than him. At least give me 250 a week. It matches what all the top fullbacks around Europe get. So yeah, that's what they look at. They look at what his agent will be going already. What do all the top fullbacks in Europe get? They get around that 250 mark. Give him that. 3-year deal. Top of the year, he's already got us a 4-year deal. And I think Trent does sign. But will the club do it? This is the thing. Will the club? I don't think there's no way the club would want to lose Trent. I actually believe the club wouldn't mind losing Mo and Virgil after 12 months for free. I don't think they'll mind. I really don't. I think they'll look at it right. We'll get another year out of Virgil. We'll be going on 34. We'll let him go for free. Salah, another 12 months. He'll be going on 33. Let him go for free. I don't think the club will mind that. But with Trent Alexander-Arnold around that 24, 25 year age gap and all this time left in his career, can be a superstar for Liverpool. There's no way they're going to let him go for free. He's the one they're going to sort out. And I think personally, don't know about you, Luke, I actually think Trent would be the first person to sign a new deal.
I think it's already been sorted.
Yeah.
I think as crazy as I think it is, people won't believe me, which is fine because I've got no sources. My source is ketchup, like that. But that's the only source I've got.
Can't beat that source.
And we know the club likes to control narratives. We know the club likes to leak stuff here, and this wasn't like a Paul Joyce tweeting this out. It wasn't like a David Ornstein tweeting this out. This was FCF Bayern.
It certainly was.
Convinced that Jude was joining Liverpool.
Yeah, he's got a lot wrong. But if Paul Joyce put this out, tonight, I'll be
like shit.
We'll be having serious conversations, guys. Really, I'd be like, nah. With if Paul Joyce literally put out Paul Joyce is the one who said Jude Bellingham's decided not to go to Liverpool, right? And then we all did our breakdown after. If Paul Joyce literally said, yeah, Madrid desperately want Trent, then yeah, we're in trouble. Look, if there's nothing tomorrow or by the end of the week from Paul Joyce or David Ornstein about this Trent situation, then I'm going to just leave it as that. It's just gossip
because
that Falk has heard. Falk has heard this gossip off the grapevine that Real Madrid have been talking to Trent. Trent's got 1 year left in his deal, and he's putting 2 and 2 together and getting 7, basically. And he's put it out there. That I could do a report today saying Real Madrid are very interested in Trent with 1 year left on his contract, and Trent is very interested in going to Real Madrid. We could all write that article because it's probably true, But
you asked us about if Trent's contract's done, why taking 100 years to announce it? PR, baby. Can you imagine if the contract's done and all this Madrid talk, building up fans in a frenzy, just for it to drop and everyone goes, relaxed, and then forget about why we've not done any business. Which I think we will do business. So
do you know what's the mad thing? Journalists hold on to things for weeks before they release it as well. Journalists can hold on to articles for weeks. Yeah,
I swear this was a thing even before the end of the season. Trent Madrid.
Yeah, I personally don't think it's going anywhere because the person that's saying it isn't the most reliable. And again, I don't think none of us are probably football journalists, but we could all write that same thing, that there's been concrete talks between Madrid and Trent's interested. What's the concrete talks? Has anyone looked into what the concrete talks are? Are they just Jude Bellingham talking to Trent at the Euros? I don't see anything in it. I understand everyone's anguish and distress that we haven't signed these 3 players up yet. And I agree. I do think before Klopp left, they should have signed these 3 players up. Maybe they tried to. Maybe the club actually tried to sign these 3 players up to new contracts before Klopp left. But Virgil, Mo and Trent were a bit unsure because of what they're losing the only manager they played for at this football club. They've not played under any other manager. This is all they know. And when that's all you know, it's very difficult to trust anything that's coming after that. So I think that's that, Luke. I literally do feel like that's the issue here, because I know Klopp said it on his way out. He believes they'll all sign. I do remember him saying that. And that tells me that he's probably had conversations with them about signing a new deal, because he said he believes they will all sign. I just think like the players are just a bit uneasy at the moment. Yeah, they're a bit uneasy.
Understandable.
And it's understandable, because they don't know who Arne Slot is. If Pep Guardiola came into Liverpool tomorrow and not Arne Slot, I think they've all signed new deals by now, because it's Pep Guardiola. But they don't know who Arne Slot is, so they're a bit wary. So they're a bit like, do I want to put 3 years down at a club with a manager not too sure about? I don't know the goal here. What's Liverpool's end goal here in the next few years? What are we trying to achieve? What's the understanding going on there? So maybe that's why they're wary, and they're just going to take their time with it. Look, we could all wake up tomorrow or in a couple of days' time, and you get a Paul Joyce bomb saying, "Oh, all three of them about to sign new contracts," and we're like, "Hey, party time!" We're all happy. So who knows, man? Who knows? Some more transfer rumours.
Relax.
Go on, Luke. What you gonna say? Go on, man.
Just relaxed.
You just chilled.
Here's what I found.
Oh, he's so chilled. He's putting the radio on.
No, so it's you know who I can't mention their name. Don't mention. I can't. Yeah, you know who.
Madam Bliss. So while we've been live, apparently Plettergoal, Florian Plettenberg. So Florian Plettenberg, the German Sky reporter, just put out that Liverpool and Atletico Madrid have acquired about Mohamed Simakan in the last few days. Both clubs have gathered information. The 24-year-old defender / right back from Leipzig with a contract. He's got a contract until 2027. Leipzig would like to keep him, but is not unsellable. Price valuation of 40 to 45 million. Simakan is open to a new challenger with a top offer. So, and this is Florian Plettenberg put it out. And by the way, Florian Plettenberg is very reliable. He's the one that said Sadio Mane was going to go to Bayern Munich before anybody else. And everyone came out and said that's not happening. And he was correct the whole time. So he's quite reliable, is Florian Plettenberg. And he's saying that Liverpool have spoke to him. I don't know anything about him. Do you, Luke? I don't know nothing about
Nope.
Mohamed Simakan.
Plays right
no
back.
idea who he is. Plays right back and centre back for RB Leipzig. The only thing I've seen of him is scoring a goal against Real Madrid that time in the Champions League.
Yeah,
when he was playing right back and running down the wing and scoring a goal, and then celebrating with Szoboszlai. That's the only thing I know of him. I don't know.
It's a bit of an odd transfer, to be honest. It's a bit of an odd one.
Yeah, look, we know Liverpool need a defender. We know they're craving out for a defender. We've always said, with the people in charge now, it might be someone we've never heard of that comes out of the blue. Yeah, it's just I've not heard of him much. But Florian Plettenberg, look, he gets a lot right for Bayern Munich, I will say, and he's quite, as someone in chat said, he can be hit and miss. But considering he's the German Sky Sports journalist, I will say Liverpool probably have spoken and acquired about Mohamed Simakan. 40 to 45 million for a centre back, right back. How old is he again? 24. He's 24 years of age. It's probably around what Liverpool are looking at and looking for. It's an interesting one. Yeah, it's an interesting one.
Unless this states that Trent's going into midfield, and it's between Simakan, Bradley, Gomez, to battle it out, and Trent plays in a double pivot or a number 8.
Simakan is a more only thing I know of him is that he's a more nonsense defender. He's very physical. He's a physical fullback. He's a proper defender. And with Slot's teams, he does like his fullbacks to be defenders. Like centre backs a fullback sort of thing. That's what he likes. He had it at AZ Alkmaar. He had it at Feyenoord. So I'm just one, and he likes to defend in a different way to Klopp does. Like the team defends as one, and not one-on-one defending, not so high up the pitch. Off the ball, they drop back a little bit deeper, compact more. They go to usually a 4-4-2 and defending. So it's a bit more fluid like that. He did say in his press conference the other day that someone asked him the question about Cody Gakpo and Trent Alexander-Arnold. And he said something like, I'm going to speak to Trent. I know what I'm going to do with him. Now, he never confirmed that let's just go be at right back. Are we looking at a fullback like this from this Simakan guy from Leipzig who's physical in defence? So it frees Trent up to go elsewhere on the pitch? What do you recommend?
I'm wondering if that's the long-term plan when he says that. I know what I'm going to do with him. I'm wondering if he's thinking, yeah, I can get him into midfield, playing him in a double pivot, and that's why we desperately need a defensive midfielder to cover. They cover which for Callum, our friend Callum. He'll absolutely love that.
Oh yeah. Look, I do think the Trent midfield talk is not going to go away until Slot decides to go to Trent. No, you're going to be this for me, and that is it.
Yeah,
you're going to be this for me and nothing else, right?
Yeah.
And we just leave it as that. And if we do that, then the talk will stop. The problem is when Trent's playing fullback and he's playing inverted, yes, he ghosts into them positions instead of starting them positions. But as we saw in Liverpool last year, he barely went back into his fullback role when he was meant to. He was on the left side of the pitch in the number 10 position, the number 8 position. He was just picking up positions all over the attacking area of the pitch. And Trent has admitted he likes that freedom.
Hey, Jamie, I've got to think a question. If Trent went, hey, look, if I'm going to pay right back, might as well go pay right back for Madrid. I'll sign this big bumper deal if I'm just a midfielder now. Would you be happy with that? You went, Gaffer, I like it, but I just want to play midfield, right back if you're desperate. But I'd rather play midfield.
Yeah.
Would you be all right?
Yeah, I mean,
because that would be the end of the world.
No, I mean, I don't like Trent. I think what we need when Slot said, I've got an idea and I know where Slot he's going to play. Don't worry about it. It needs to put an end to if he hasn't had time to speak to Trent yet. Obviously, Trent is now on his holidays. He'll come back in a week or two to pre-season, and then obviously he'll be able to sit down and have a chat with Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's all going to happen yet. They don't want to talk face to face, not on the phone or anything like that. So then face-to-face talks will happen. Same with Virgil. He's had them with Mo already, and Mo looks really happy. So maybe something's going on there.
Yeah.
But if he says to Trent, look, Trent, your gifts that you've got and the way I'm going to play, you're going to be my right back, but you're going to go back to playing the right back in more of attacking areas of the pitch. That's what you got to do. I want to get the best out of you. You got a skill set like no one else in the club that I can use in spaces on that right side of the pitch. I want you and Mo linking up more. I think you and Mo linking up is where I'm going to get the most out of both of you. And if he does that and Trent goes, "Okay, cool, that's wicked." If I'm doing that,
sort of like how I know it's different. How Saka and Trent link up for England when Trent's playing that right 8 role.
Yeah, exactly. And you have that kind of nice link up with Mo and Trent on that right hand side more regularly, without him inverting, just saying that wide right position, then allows Mo to tuck inside more and more of a goal threat instead of drifting out too wide.
Yeah.
And you got McAllister coming over, Szoboszlai as well, forming triangles. I think then we just put to bed this whole midfield thing and just say, right, that's Trent as now. We don't have to worry about it. But he's so, he's doing his thing like he used to do. We put it to bed. Or if Slot goes to him, look, I think you're a midfielder. I'll look at your attributes, what you can do. Yeah, you was midfield for England, but it didn't work because they didn't get the best out of your abilities. This is where I want you to play. This is the way I want us to set up. I want you to cover most of the right-hand side of the pitch over here. I want you to drift wide when you need to, cut in when you need to, try and influence the play, getting on the ball as much as you can. We're going to use Conor Bradley at right back, bombing forward. We're going to get Mo cutting inside. And we're going to do this with you. It's interesting. It's interesting. It all depends how Slot wants to play. And I think what us fans have been educated with, we have been educated with Jurgen Klopp for 8 years, that we know the way we're going to play before a season starts. Every pre-season, we know how Liverpool are pretty much going to play and our style of play. This year, we have no idea. We don't really know what Slot wants to do, how we're going to defend, how we're going to play in transition, what we're going to be like off the ball. Are we going to press that high up? Are we going to counter press? Are we going to gegenpress? What are we going to, how are we going to play? No one knows. And we're all assuming all these players are just going to play the way they did under Klopp and it not work so much for certain players. But what do you reckon?
Yeah, we're not going to know until that first pre-season game. And even then, I've just got a feeling that if we don't get a positive result, people are going to be on him straight away. Oh my God, we lost in pre-season. Slot out already. No, I think people just need to see what pre-season is about. Let's see what the first game is. Let's see what let's see what the style of play is. Let's see if we can see that off the bat. Because if we can see what he was trying to do the first game off the bat, then I think people are going to be a lot more relaxed.
Yeah.
Because people are really uptight about, oh my God, what's the transition going to be like? Or is he going to do this? Or is he going to be given the required funds? Is Hughes going to, loosen the purse strings for me to go and do this and this and this? Time will tell. That's why I'm relaxed. Not really tense, because the club have got a plan. If people think that they've not got a plan, then yeah, because I'm pretty sure that they've planned out the summer.
Yeah, look, and Slot, like Klopp was already know.
He's had 2 weeks before the friendly. If he loses, he's had less than half the squad, and a bunch of under 21s.
You got to remember, Klopp lost friendlies.
Yeah, the year we won the league, we were awful in pre-season.
Didn't we lose every friendly game? But
we didn't win a single friendly.
No, it just.
Lol, Luke's to relax. One anticlimax moment.
It's just, look. I understand people are a bit concerned. I'm not going I'm a bit anxious. Oh, Neil said it was a joke. I know Neil was joking. Big up, Neil.
Sorry now.
Yeah. It's just we're gonna have to give Slot. We're gonna have to let Slot build his team. This is the thing, and he hasn't had his team together yet. Look, if Klopp was still here, Klopp knows his team. He knows he'll be able to plan pre-season a lot easier because he knows all the players. He knows what to do. Him and Pep Linders will have meetings. This is what we got to do this pre-season. Bing, bang, bush. Let's get on with it and move on. Slot has just got his new team together. He's got more people on the coaching staff that we'll get to in 1 minute. And he hasn't got he's never seen all his players yet. He's yet to see Trent. He's yet to see Virgil. He's yet to see a lot of these players come back to the club yet and have meetings, talk to them. So it's going to take a little bit of bedding down time for everyone to get used to each other and to see how it pans out. But if people are on Slot's back over pre-season, that'd be madness to me. Pre-season's the time to get fit, sort out tactics, sort out a system you gotta play, and start getting all the nooks and crannies out to get ready for the season ahead. That's all it's about, pre-season. Big Up Gang indeed says, as long as the plan from the new regime leads us to great heights, then we have under the previous regime, meaning sustained success. That's all that matters in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you, Gang. I agree. I think the squad's good, man. I've listened to people on Twitter today saying we could finish 8th this season. There's a few morons from outer space out there, you know what I mean? You know, that have got big Twitter accounts and all they do is tweet about 50 times a day and talk utter garbage. We all know who it is. We don't have to go into it. But 8th. So they look at our squad and go, yeah, that's an 8th. That's a team that should finish 8th. It's balmy to me. It's absolutely balmy to me. You know, you just,
League One season finishing 8th the next.
Yeah, it's like but the same people would tweet out, if we get a defensive midfielder low, we could challenge for the league. So for 1 minute, we're going from league challenge under it if we get a DM. If we don't get a DM, to 8th. That jump don't make sense.
No, not at all.
I don't see this club finishing at the top 4. I really don't. They've got too much good players.
Finished 3rd.
Yeah, they've got too many good players there. Too many good players. Things that happen. I don't think we need a lot. I'd be personally pretty happy if we get a centre. If we get a centre back, a DM, and a forward, I'm perfectly happy with that because the cover we got in other positions is good. The first team squad is better. I'm perfectly happy with that. Yeah, I'm perfectly happy with that. But there's too many people that are very. How do I put this? I can't put it nicely, so I won't say anything. But yeah, just don't. I don't know if they, in the back of their mind, if we win something next year or we have a great season, we're going for everything, and everything clicks, and the players love working under slot, and the tactics just click, and the players are just playing well, and everything's clicking into gear, and we got players in, and we're attempting to win things. We're having a title run. But these same people that have been moaning all year, oh, this team's not good. Like they'll be on the bandwagon, say, "Oh my god, this team's generational. Can't believe we've got slot." Yeah, so it's balmy. It's absolutely balmy, man. It's absolutely balmy. I think a top 4 is expected, and after that, you got to go for the title Premier League.
Absolutely.
I can't lie. If we struggle to make Champions League football or look sideways, the squad should comfortably. I agree, Gang and Deep. I agree. The squad should comfortably finish in the top 4. But people keep going on about transfers. Arsenal have signed no one. Man City signed a player that they already sort of owned, but he got signed back last season. So with this summer, they've signed no one. Arsenal signed no one. Liverpool signed no one. United are signing people like De Ligt, who, you know, is just not that player anymore. Chelsea are spending ridiculous money on people that really ain't that good and not developing their squad enough. Like they just bought Shrewsbury Hall. If Liverpool bought Shrewsbury Hall, the meltdown would be massive. Could you imagine the meltdown if Liverpool went and bought Shrewsbury Hall from Leicester? The meltdown would be huge. People would be going like, "What are we? Who is this bum? Why are we getting Shrewsbury Hall?" Yeah, that's who Chelsea have gone and got. Yeah. So I'm not too concerned. As KMak, KMak, if you're there, I'll send you the link.
Hey, KMak's coming in, Jamie. I'm gonna have to shoot. I need to go to bed.
You get to bed, mate. You get to bed.
Busy day, but chat. Pleasure. Make sure you stick around, Jamie. I'll probably speak to you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you later, man.
Right. See you, everyone. Right.
If KMak, if you are available, I sent you a link to come on and have your say, man. Yeah, Chelsea just get headless chickens. Nothing's really happening yet. KMak, I've sent you a link, man. So if you want to come on and have your say and tell the world, come in and have your say, my friend. Chelsea are a different stage of Liverpool. KMak's on his way. There you go. He's on his way. There we go. We'll get KMak's point of view on here as well. Yeah, Chelsea are a different kettle of fish, but Chelsea going through their own shit at the moment. They've got a certain Enzo Fernandez they probably need to get rid of. Big up, Daz. Did anyone see the Enzo Fernandez stuff? Yeah, he's in they're in shit street there. Adam says Strappy and James going to get wild in the next 3 weeks. It is. It's going to be a wild ride. There's no doubt about it. I'm quite happy signing 3 players. There's some people that want to buy 7 players. I don't know where they're all going to play, but let's get KMak's point of view in here. KMak, how you doing, man?
I'm all right, mate. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, man. Loud and clear.
Oh, what a surprise. Real Madrid coming for Trent.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Didn't talk about that before, did we?
It's like when a guy is that good and he's got a year left on his deal, it's the most obvious thing in the world, isn't it?
It's Real Madrid.
Look,
especially when he's doing moves with his best mate, the England game that no one understands.
Also, Trent and Jude's mum's are best mate as well. Look, I personally don't think the transfer happened unless Paul Joyce comes out or Ornstein comes out and says, "Yeah, these rumours about Trent and Madrid are legit." It came from Christian Falk, who also said Jude Bellingham was going to Liverpool, no problem.
Christian Fucker.
Yeah. So, look. At the end of the day, when you got a player of Trent's quality and he's got 12 months in his contract, and he could probably get in any team in the world. Of course, Real Madrid go. Me and KMak could have wrote this article. Yeah, it's
two things.
Yeah,
two things I have to say. Okay, 2 things I have to say. One of them is Jurgen Klopp's left. Okay, Jurgen Klopp and Pep Linders has left, which were Trent's biggest fan club. Okay,
yeah,
Trent's biggest fan club, and they let him do whatever he wanted. Yeah, whether we liked it or not, whether any of the players around him liked it or not, Trent got carte blanche at Liverpool with Linders and Klopp. Second point, he's been made a scapegoat for England by all the media. Is this not the perfect way to just bow out? Do one Premier League, do one UK press. I'm off to Real Madrid to earn 350 bags a week. Play with my best mate.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I spoke about earlier. The PR thing.
Could you blame him?
Because
could you blame him? The way he was treated, mate. The way he's been treated is horrible. Horrible, mate.
When you're a generational fullback like him, if he was playing at Real Madrid all last season, he would have been right back for England at the Euros.
Yeah,
he would have been. And Trent might be thinking that. I think Trent actually does really like playing for England. I know he's a Scouser, but I actually do think Trent really likes playing for England. And he should be right back for England. There's no doubt about that. But if he was playing for Real Madrid, he would be right back for England. And that is the only thing, maybe the PR part of it. I could see him leaving. Like Gangan Deep says here, do you guys see Trent like going for generally? I don't see him going. I do believe slotting him ain't had a face-to-face talk yet. So it's very difficult. Also, like we spoke earlier, I don't know, KMak was listening earlier, but I'll get his point on this in a minute, that, these players, it's understandable they're waiting out because they've only ever played under Jurgen Klopp. And they're waiting out on a slot. They don't know much about him. They want to know what Liverpool as a club, what's their aims, what's their goals, aspirations, what slot going to do, how's he going to play, how's he going to build this team going forward before they put their name on the dotted line. That's why I've said it might go into the season a couple of months while Virgil, Salah and Trent just see the lay of the land and see how everything's going till they put pen to paper, KMak. That's my opinion anyway.
I mean, I will say one thing though, and it's Frimpong, Jeremy Frimpong.
Yeah.
Why are we targeting Jerry Frimpong? Why is Fabrizio Romano talking about Jerry Frimpong?
I think he's going to be a backup right winger if he came. That'd be my opinion.
He's either a backup right winger or he's Trent's replacement. Because I don't want to throw Bradley in the deep end. I'm sorry.
Well, we're also
I'm really sorry. You can't put him in.
Florian Plettenberg, the last hour or so while we've been live. Also, and he's the Sky Sports German.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at that comment.
He's the German thing. He basically said breaking news that Liverpool are one of the clubs that acquired about Mohamed Simikan the last few days. Valuation 40 to 45 million quid. Plays right back, centre back.
Right back.
And Slot said in the press conference he already knows Trent's position and where he's going to play. See, my thing is
right back at Real Madrid.
If we're looking for a more defensive minded right back, and he wants to play Trent a little bit further forward, then that would make sense to me. The Frimpong stuff, I think Frimpong wants to play as a winger more now. Liverpool haven't really got anyone for Mo Salah, and if you can get Frimpong in for decent money on his release clause, if you can get him in for decent money and use him as a right wing cover for Mo, I can see that. And then it's also he can cover that whole right hand side. So you've got cover for right wing, right back, like he did for the Dutch national team. He was cover for the right back and right wing. So
His chat's gone mad. I'm sorry. His chat has gone mad. Have you seen that comment? That's class. Wait, KMak, you've had long hair all the time.
It's KMak has had long hair all the time. Yeah, the Trent stuff's interesting. I also feel like, say this is true. Say
someone's
this
asked me Frimpong stats. Do you want to know Frimpong stats?
Yeah, we can see Frimpong stats.
Okay, so Frimpong, I did a show today and talked about it. Frimpong last 2 years, pretty much same stats. He got 9 goals last year, with 8 assists, and he got 8 goals the year before with 7 assists. And the crazy thing is, and this is the one which blows my mind, he's got 38% shot conversion.
Yeah.
For a right back. He's had 50 shots, 21 on target last season, and scored 11 goals. Like, they are unbelievable numbers. So can you imagine putting that guy in more threatening positions?
That's why I feel like he'd be a right winger.
Yeah,
he's got. I think he's too small to play in a fullback role in the Premier League. So playing further forward would suit. And as I say, he did it for the Dutch team as well, didn't he? And
they just didn't use him. They hardly used him, mate.
He's quick. He's a good little player. Look, his release clause ends at the end of next week, I believe.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
I think that's one to watch over the weekend. Is that Frimpong deal, because I can't believe no one's going to pick him up. I mean, what's his release clause? 40 million?
33 million. 33 million.
33 million. It's going to cost you more than that if you don't buy him now.
Absolutely. The weird thing about it as well, and I thought about this, maybe he's always been like our signing. Like, maybe that all got arranged last year when we were going to go for Xabi Alonso, and the committee were like, yeah, let's get Frimpong with Alonso, like, connect some players together maybe. And now, like, no one's been linked with him, and then it's like, boom, Liverpool, and Gahey as well, by the way, who's another player that can play on the right. He can also play on the left. We're now linked with Gahey. Strong links with Gahey. I'd like Gahey, by the way. I think he's.
Yeah, I like Gahey. I
think he's a great player.
Yeah, I think he would.
That would be the one that went, though, mate. I didn't think he'd be the one that would go. I thought he wanted the captaincy.
I don't think Trent's going per se. I think he'll stay.
He's won everything at Liverpool, though. Like, he's won everything at Liverpool. That's the hard part.
Look, I think when I look at Stevie turned down every contract known to man.
He turned down Real Madrid twice.
Yeah,
that was on Frank's show earlier.
Yeah, he turned down. He
Someone
turned
mentioned
round. He turned down Real Madrid twice. He turned down Chelsea. He turned down Man United.
It's not a wig.
And by the way, all these managers have actually come out in public in interviews and said. Alex Ferguson came out and said, "I tried to sign him." Mourinho came out and said he tried to sign him when he was at Chelsea and at Real Madrid. When Mourinho went to Real Madrid, Mourinho said he wanted him. That was what he wanted. He wanted to bring him. So, and he always turned it down and signed new deals. You know, I feel like Liverpool fans. I don't want Liverpool fans to get on Trent if he left, because I think Liverpool fans will see like, oh, Gerrard, the legend. You know, he left at the end of his career pretty much, and he had a year in America and then pretty much retired. But Trent's in the middle of his prime. I think I don't want people to get on Trent if he left, because I think Trent would want to be that legend at Liverpool. I think he would want to be that.
He is.
Yeah, I think he would want to be captain. I think Virgil's only got.
He already is a legend. I know this is hard for people to get to grasp, but he has achieved more than Gerrard. Like, Gerrard's a legend to me, but Trent has the receipts to back it up. Like, he really has the receipts to back it up. And if he did go and we got like 100 million, yeah, like he's got my blessing. Like he deserves everything he gets. Like, he's an enigma. Like, you know, you can't keep someone against their will as much as you might want to.
I don't think. I honestly don't think Trent wants to leave. Though I just think Real Madrid are a good pull. But the way I look at it is that Trent. I believe he will sign a new deal. I don't think he'd be at Liverpool for his whole career. But the problem is with Real Madrid. The problem is Real Madrid will have to cough up at least 100 million quid this summer for Liverpool to let Trent go. Even with a year left in his deal, they're not going to let him leave for less than 100 million. Because if he had 2 years left his deal, they're asking for far more than that, by the way. So you're looking at 100 million, 90 to 100 million to let Trent Alexander-Arnold go this summer. I don't know if Real Madrid can steep to that this summer, because they're struggling for the 52 million to buy Lenny Yoro from Lille, and that's why they're trying to keep knocking that price down.
But
and
why is that? But why is that?
Yeah, but the problem is they ain't going to be able to knock down Liverpool's price. They're not going to go.
I get you. But why are they trying to lowball? Why are they trying to lowball for Yoro? Are they saving the money for somebody else?
Yeah, probably.
Probably Trent.
The guy at Arsenal is who they want, ain't it? I literally don't think they can afford Trent.
Saliba. They're not going to get Saliba.
That's who they want. That's who Real Madrid want.
They want Saliba.
They want Saliba in the next couple of years.
They've been talking to Virgil van Dijk's agents, by the way, because they're trying to get Virgil as well. They're trying to get Virgil and Trent on their last year.
I literally don't think Real Madrid can afford it right now.
They got 150 million for winning the Champions League.
Yeah, they just spent that on Mbappe.
They spent probably half of that on Mbappe's agent and wages, maybe.
Well, his sign-on fee's 150 million.
What if we got a swap? What if we got a Rodrigo? They get Trent, we get Rodrigo.
I wouldn't swap Trent for Rodrigo.
Or we get Ardagula.
I wouldn't swap Ardagula either. It'd have to be a lot of money with that swap. I just...
You're not going to get it for a guy with a year left on his contract, though, mate.
Yeah, Trent.
They've got every right.
You get.
They've got every right to. They've got every right to go here 70.
Yeah, Liverpool knock that back.
No, they'll knock that back.
It's going to be harder to buy players from Liverpool now. Liverpool are not going from 20 million for Sepp Vandenberg. You know, PSV wants Sepp Vandenberg.
We turned down 12. We turned down 12.
If they're not going down from a 20 million valuation for Sepp Vandenberg, there's no way they would take like less than 90 million for me for Trent in this summer. The problem is, though, here's the issue. Say you go 2 or 3 months into the season, Trent still ain't signed a contract yet. And then Real Madrid are doing what Real Madrid do, get their claws into players. We know what they do. and they start talking, and then we get like a Paul Joyce bomb in like December saying Trent's definitely not going to sign a contract. Then Trent's going for free. I just don't. That's why it needs to be sorted out this summer for me. It literally needs to be sorted out this summer. This summer, you either go with Virgil, Mo, and Trent. This summer, you go right, especially with Trent, because I think the club don't mind losing Mo and
the others can wait. I don't wait. Trent needs doing.
I don't think they're worried about Mo and Virgil, but with Trent, because Trent has a lot of financial value, you'll go. I think they're going to have to go to Trent this summer before the season actually kicks off and go, look, are you going to sign a new deal? Because we can't let you go for free. Because he's homegrown as well and came from the club, it's 100% profit.
Well, it's not just that. It's not just that. It's the case of like it's all about what's the he's a high asset. What's the highest value he can go for? Like he can go up. Like he can get more expensive. Like he's only 25. Like so, it will be the case of, and I genuinely think they should have just gone. You know what? There's Thiago's wages. Trent, how much do you want out of them? How much do you want out of them?
I think that's what'll happen. They did that with that's what they did with Mo, weren't it?
Matip saved us 100 grand. So you can have it, Trent. There you go. There's 350 grand a year.
That's what they did with Sadio. They took Mane's wages, didn't they, and put them on top of Mo's contract.
Yeah, you might as well just do the same with he's on 250 now, isn't he? Or 240?
Trent's on 180.
Is he on 180? Yeah, just give him
250. 250.
Yeah, just give them what's the name's wages? Matip's and Adrian's. There you go.
Even if you put on Adrian's 60 grand a week on top, that takes you to that 250 mark. And that's what Reece James is on. He's on 250 at Chelsea. And I suppose his agent will be looking what fullbacks are on around Europe. And this is the thing, he's a fullback, he's a defender by nature. So you've got to go on defenders' salaries. And I think 250 a week sounds about right.
I think that's probably one of the highest paid.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
In the world, like for a fullback.
Yeah, he's on 180 now. So if you give him a 250 a week.
Actually, let me see what Kyle Walker's on, mate.
I think Kyle Walker's on
Kyle Walker will probably be on the most money as a right back.
Yeah.
Kyle Walker. Let me have a quick look.
Be interesting.
What's he on? Let me have a look. What wages is he being paid? Did you know that he originally played for Northampton?
Yeah, he's from that. He's from that area. He's from the Sheffield area, isn't he?
He only played 2 games. Okay, what's he on?
I think he's on like 200.
Oh, he's not. He's not. He's on 175 grand.
There you go, 175 grand Kyle Walker's on. That's at Man City.
That's the most he's ever earned a week.
170 grand a week.
He's been on that since 2023. He was on 160 before that.
Yeah, he got a little boost.
That's his last contract.
Yeah, he got a contract extension not long ago, didn't he?
Yeah, he got it this year. Oh, he got this year when he's 33. So like that's his last contract probably.
And that's what I'm saying.
35.
And I think that's what they'll be looking at.
Trent will be the highest paid right back in the world.
Yeah, I think that's what they go probably. I wouldn't be surprised that's what they do around that because that's what Reece James is on now, and I think they'd be like Reece James, and I think he stays. Give him a 3-year deal. I think they'll look at 3-year deal, 250 a week, 230 to 250 a week, 3-year deal, a year with a year extra what he's got, so that's 4 years in total, and that keeps Trent happy. And then Virgil and Mo, I think the club are quite comfortable with their situation right now because the club have come out and said they don't mind losing them 2 for free. So that tells me they're extremely comfortable with them 2 at the moment. It is the Trent one, as you say, that needs to be sorted. And I think if Trent does sign his new deal, I think Virgil and then Mo look at that and go, yeah, all right, Trent signed up. we'll sign up as well. I think with Virgil and Mo, because they're in their 30s and they're at the end, especially with Virgil, he's coming up to the end of his career, probably after one more big contract. He's probably looking at it and go, right, give it a couple of months after under on the slot, see where we are, see the lay of the land, and then we'll go for a contract there. I don't know what you feel about it, KMak, but that's what I think with Mo and Virgil, and that's why they feel quite comfortable with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they feel quite comfortable with those two because they need to see the project, and if they leave on a free, they leave on a free. Like they get our blessing. Like they've given us every single ounce. Reece James is on 250k a week. Trent's on 180. So give him a bump, 250, maybe even 300, and you might keep him. But
yeah, they're comfortable about it.
His brother was touting him round as Trent McManaman. So that's starting to look a little bit more,
a
little bit more real.
I mean,
maybe this is just paper talk, mate. Maybe it's not true.
Well, it's the only person who's reported it is that buying guy. That's the only person who's reported it. Like Paul Joyce comes out tomorrow by the weekend and goes that this Real Madrid to Trent is extremely true, and Liverpool are having conversations right now. Then we can all start to get a bit like, oh shit. But till that happens, it's just one person's say on it at the moment. It's just paper talk. So, but I think Trent stays. It's going to be a very interesting few weeks coming up, in my opinion.
It's crazy. It's going to be crazy.
By the end of the month, most of the team will be back together. By the end of the month, and then everyone else will meet up in America when they fly over. So a lot of the team be together. So I saw a report the other day saying some of the players won't be back and available for on slot 1 week before the season starts. I'm like, that can't be true. Like, so McAllister will be going on holiday this week. You'd feel Trent and that will be going. Gomez will be going on holiday this week after going to the final of their tournament. You'd say Gakpo and Virgil are probably on their holidays now. They'll be back in a couple of weeks. That goes to the end. That takes us till the end of the month. Yeah, I can't see how.
There'll be Mac and Diaz that'll be away the longest.
It'll be McAllister and Diaz because they stayed in South America. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So everyone else I expect to be back by the end of the month or the first week of August. Yeah. And what do you feel about our pre-season? Because our pre-season's quite late this year. End of July.
Our pre-season's late, and our pre-season's only got 4 games because we cancelled.
And it's all just in America. It's all just in America, ain't it? It's one visit.
And they're really hard games, mate. We've got Manchester United and Arsenal.
And is it Real Betis or something like that?
Yeah, someone like that.
Proper games, which I like.
Proper games.
It's only like 4, all at the end of the month, all in one place as well. I think we're only going to America. I mean, was it last year we went to 2 different countries?
Yeah, that was a disaster.
When it Singapore and
Singapore and Australia, wasn't it?
Was it Singapore and Dubai, wasn't it? Or was that? No,
was it Australia? Was that the year before?
Might have been, yeah.
Which was the Linda's pre-season where we got spanked by Manchester United and everyone was in the UK still. That was that season.
Yeah,
so it was Singapore and Australia.
Yeah, that's just mad.
And it was terrible. Mad. It was a terrible pre-season.
The Dubai pre-season was when it was the World Cup, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they went into Dubai.
They weren't fit. Like they weren't ready at all. Austria. It was Austria. Austria last season. It was the season before.
Yeah, Singapore and Austria. There you go.
Singapore and Austria.
Wow. Yeah, and obviously
Jurgen played his home teams.
That's right. We got thumped.
Yeah.
And we got Sevilla at Anfield as always as well. We always have the Anfield friendly.
Why do we always have? It's mad that we always have Sevilla.
Yeah, and it's a 12:30 kickoff. Did they do that to take the piss? Did Liverpool do that to take the piss? Yeah.
12.
For
God's sake.
I swear they did that to take the piss.
So I've got a tiny update on the Trent thing, by the way, just from someone that normally gives out decent info, and it's basically Trent. He will have to consider his options, knowing that there is a very good side interested in him, and Liverpool will have some work to do to make a suitable offer for him to stay.
Yeah,
that's basically
a norm, ain't it?
It's a normal.
I would say that's a norm. Look, if Real Madrid are interested, look, Trent's not a stupid boy. He probably wants to stay at his boyhood club, but it's Real Madrid, so he's got to have, and then he's got to talk to the club and go, look, Real Madrid do want me. It's very easy for me just to go over there, but I want to stay here. What's the direction we're going in? What we got to do? Slot might talk to him and go, look, you're going to be my midfielder next season. That straight away, Trent's just got to give me the contract. Where is it? That's all he's ever
sat
wanted.
On it. Yeah, you sat on it.
Yeah, if you look under your chair, Trent, we just left it there just in case of these circumstances. But
it's attached to your back.
Yeah. Look, if people are right to be worried and concerned, of course, everyone.
That's amazing, that high, because I thought that was the other way round.
Yeah, it looks like it's the other way
around. I thought we were grooming him.
Yeah.
I thought we were grooming Jude at one stage.
Liverpool City says if Trent wants to leave, why would Madrid pay 100 million when they can wait for him for free next Saturday? I think it's because Liverpool would not want Trent to leave for a free unless Trent puts up a fight. The problem is when players got 1 year left in their contract, they're the ones in power. But I just don't see Trent. I don't know. We know him well enough as a player. I just don't see him kicking off and going, I don't want to sign a new contract and it being a shit show. Because if he says that, I don't think Trent can play for Liverpool all season.
Yeah, he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to leave under a dark cloud.
No, so Liverpool would have to get rid of him this summer if that was the case. And Liverpool, Liverpool ain't stupid. As I said, they're not dropping the 20 million valuation for Sepp Vandenberg. You reckon they're going to drop the valuation for Trent only because he's got a year left? Yeah. Of course not. He's a world-class talent. A lot of people go a year left their deal for still a lot of money. And it's got to be between, I would say, 80 and 100 mil. And if Liverpool get that, they might not stand in his way. But I don't think it's going to be it's going to be interesting. Like we said, like KMak just said there, Paul, Peter will go say, like, obviously Madrid are interested. What you going to do, Liverpool? And it's up to Liverpool now. It's up to the people at B to sort this out. Am I going to be?
If they don't get it sorted out, then we can approach the ground with pitchforks.
Yeah, I think it's got to be done this summer. I think his situation is completely different to the other two, in my personal opinion. I think it's completely different to the other two because Trent has just so much valuation. Yeah. Virgil, what are you going to get, Virgil? I'm not being horrible to Virgil. He's well class, but you're only going to get 30 mil for Trent for Virgil. What are you going to get for Mo going on 33? 60 mil.
60, yeah.
It's almost not worth it for Liverpool to let him go.
100%.
So, with Trent, if he's got 3 years left in his deal, he's 150 million pound player probably in today's market. So there's the valuation difference, guys. But look, we're going to leave it there. We don't know what's going to happen. It's just a good discussion to bring up on the channel, talking about the situation. When there are things need to talk about, we'll chat about it. But look, I'm quite calm about the situation, about everything right now, transfers included. Richard Hughes said, deals will probably happen in August.
End of July.
End of July, August is when big deals he expects to happen. And to be fair,
why are we having a meltdown early?
To be fair to him, has any really big deals happened yet? Yeah, I know Villa have signed a few players and got Nana from Everton. And Villa are signing quite a lot. Villa are doing well, but Arsenal, they can't.
They're getting rid of Diaby. Do we have that conversation?
Diaby's leaving. Yeah, don't tell Cal.
I rate him, by the way. I do rate him.
Yeah, he's a decent player, but he's going for the money. Yeah. And he should be going
for the bags.
And that tells you everything. That's why I always take clear of certain
players. He was going anyway. Do you remember? He was already going.
Yeah.
And Villa got him.
Yeah,
but he was already willing to go. Yeah, and Villa snapped him.
Yeah,
and you're like, what? You're going when you're 24? What?
It didn't really work for him at Villa last year. He lost his place to Leon Bailey at the end as well, didn't he? So
he did get injured. He got a bad injury.
He got about it, but he never sort of came back from it, did he?
Didn't it feel a little bit like Dom? He started like a house on fire, and I thought, bloody hell, how many goals is this guy going to get?
Yeah,
and he was lethal. He scored all his goals really quickly at the start of the season, a bit like Dom, and then just fell off the cliff after an injury.
But yeah, so Villa got Onana, and people were mad that we didn't get for him. I keep having this conversation like Everton will go deal with Liverpool. Jesus,
he was never going to sell him to us. Never going to sell him to us.
Yeah, can we have your best player? Yeah, no, yeah. Also, I don't know.
They'd rather sell to Man U.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Man City.
Exactly. So that was never going to happen. Arsenal can't get Calafiori over the line because Bologna want more money.
Because they need to give all the money to someone else.
Yeah, so Bologna need more money and Arsenal not shifting. So that ain't happening yet.
I don't think that will happen, by the way.
No, Man City.
It's taking too long.
We don't Man City bought Savinho, what was it? But that was last season pretty much.
And that was dodgy.
Yeah, because it was Troy's world record transfer and he never played for him. How many record transfers do you know have gone to a club and never played for him? He literally went out on loan to Man City's sister team in Girona, had a good season, and then City picked him up for nothing. Yeah, okay. The City ain't really done nothing this summer yet.
Nothing to see here.
So no clubs have really done anything massive yet. But yeah, people bought. Yeah, Chelsea have bought Dewsbury Hall. Could you imagine the outrage if Liverpool bought Dewsbury Hall? Yeah, I mean, tossing on a free is decent, but how many centre backs have they got?
Yeah, I mean, how many midfielders have they got?
They got like 95 players. It's mad.
How are you getting in that midfield? How are you getting in that midfield, Dewsbury Hall? Please tell me.
Well. I think they might have to get Enzo Fernandez leave. So, yeah.
Maybe now.
Yeah. Enzo. I think Enzo's off. He's off. By the way, Enzo Fernandez is shit as well.
Yeah, he is.
You remember when people wanted him over?
We dodged the bullet there.
McAllister's top 5 midfielders in the world right now.
Yeah, we dodged the bullet.
Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, not. I think what Richard Hughes said is right. Late July.
Remember Madrid have said they want McAllister as well.
Yeah, well, they can fuck right off.
How much is he going to cost now?
I'm glad he's on a big. I'm glad he's on a big contract because McAllister. I'm not joking. McAllister would work at Madrid.
Oh, he would, wouldn't he? Serious. What a player we've got there, by the way. What a player.
Yeah, so
I think we might be able to thank Adam Lallana for that one.
Yeah, he's a super. He's top 5 informed midfielders in the world right now.
I think Mac told him when he was down the pub what his release clause was.
Yeah, and see how good Mac was at. See how good Mac was at the Copper as well. It's
amazing. See what position he played in though.
He was more advanced, wasn't
he? Yep, that's exactly where he's going to be next season.
Well, his name's Mac 10 for a reason. Big up Liverpool 67. He said, Jamie, do you remember Slot said to Richard, I hope he doesn't sell all the players. So I'm expecting some big outs, big ins and outs going. Yeah, exactly. Like I swear the press conference happened and no one listened to it.
No one listened to it. Yeah. No one listened to what he said.
And Slot, when he had the interview before the press conference, said he was on the phone to Richard Hughes every day. And Richard Hughes is a sporting director. So things are happening behind the scenes. And then Richard Hughes said, I expect deals to be done, but between late July and August. And
waiting for the big tournaments to finish because that's where the players are.
Yeah. So I'm not too concerned. No, if we come to the 2nd of September when the transfer deadline shuts and we bought shit, KMak will have a go. That's just the way it is.
Absolutely.
But till then, I'm gonna say pretty level.
We'll do like a live feed from Anfield from petrol pumps.
No petrol. Right, he's joking with that. He's joking with that. Right, guys, we're out of here. Before KMak gets us in trouble, we're out of here. Big out to everyone. Thank you very much for joining us on this late one. I'll see you again on Thursday.
Bottles of milk. We'll be throwing bottles of milk.
Bottles of milk.
Bottles of milk.
Gone off milk, say it makes them stink. We'll be back Thursday, guys. We'll be back Thursday. Enjoy your rest of your night and enjoy tomorrow. I'll see you in Thursday. Bye-bye.